On the news tonight, President Bola Tinubu approves 10 billion naira for digital switchover. Ogun State, harvest of 200 hectares of rice farmland flagged off in Obafemi Ode local government area. A pleasant evening to you all out there. This is NTA Ijebu ode News at 7. Thanks for staying in with us. My name is Olawumi Adeniji, and here are the details. President Bola Tinubu has approved a grant of 10 billion naira to the National Broadcasting Commission in order to accelerate the digital switchover project. The Director General of NBC at a press briefing in Abuja assured a nationwide satellite coverage. Saliu Gwanara reports.
So dear to Nigerians is an essential project inherited by the current administration with 10 billion naira grant for the commission from the sales of spectrum. The Director General of NBC, Charles Ebuebu, assures a steady move to digitize Nigeria's broadcast ecosystem in line with global standard through a renewed approach.
The funds allotted to this project will be meticulously expanded to ensure that each component of the DSO ecosystem contributes significantly to the realization of impactful digital dividends to the country. The key areas for the utilization of this grant include TV channels, which includes managing and developing channels that cater to diverse interests, educational programs, and all of that. There's also satellite capacity, which entails leasing of transponders and establishing a robust satellite backbone to ensure 100% coverage of the nation. There's also audience measurement, which would basically address implementing audience measurement tools to provide broadcasters and the industry with detailed insights into viewership patterns, preferences, and demographics.
Creating content and developing an application for free digital switchover channels, the DG highlighted, will be among the areas of priority while intensifying collaboration with relevant stakeholders like the Nigerian Television Authority and the Nigerian Communication Commission. In Abuja, Saliu Gwanara, NTA News.
The federal government has approved an upward review of fees for the Nigerian passport. In a statement by Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Kenneth Udo, the new fees which takes effect from September 1st, 2024, is part of efforts to maintain the quality and integrity of the Nigerian standard passport. With its review, a 32-page passport booklet with 5-year validity, currently charged at 35,000 naira, will become 50,000 naira, while a 64-page passport booklet with 10-year validity, which is currently 70,000 naira, will become 100,000 naira. The statement, however, indicates that the fees remain unchanged abroad. While expressing regrets for any inconvenience the increase might cause prospective applicants, the Nigerian Immigration Service assures Nigerians of its commitment to transparency and quality service delivery at all times. The federal government has incorporated insurance into its national agricultural policy and programs. The initiative is aimed at mitigating agricultural risk and ensuring food security. Musa Babaliyu reports that this initiative is particularly laudable as floods have damaged more than 16,000 hectares of farmland this year.
Outbreaks of diseases and pests and other environmental challenges such as flood have been a bottleneck to the growth of agriculture in Nigeria. For instance, in 2023, pests ravaged tomato and ginger plantations in the country, resulting in huge economic losses. Additionally, this year, more than 16,000 hectares of farmland have been damaged by floods in 27 states. To address these challenges, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is introducing insurance with the aim of supporting smallholder farmers.
Our responsibility is to continue to engage the Nigerian public, to continue to give them information that will help them to make informed decisions. And as we begin this process of bringing insurance into the mainstream of our investment, I think farmers will begin to get sensitized and, informed or educated
The Nigeria Agricultural Insurance Corporation and key players are to develop a roadmap that will enable beneficiaries of the federal government agricultural growth scheme to have their farms insured.
Insurance is a very critical input that has been neglected over the years. And for agricultural projects, production through the value chain to be sustained, it should be a critical factor that we must not neglect. Insurance is very important. It takes care of all the what-ifs, flood, droughts, and all the rest of it, pests and diseases.
The issue of animal encroachment, actually before now, it was part of an insurance. It is a peril that was covered by insurance. But because when the animal encroachment now become the act of terrorism and no longer accidental, so insurance will not by default cover terrorism acts. Okay, so that is the issue. And because before now we've been collecting data around animal encroachment, but we have now seen that it's no longer an accidental occurrence, but now an intentional occurrence, by some people. So, and that is why it is now being labeled as exclusion in every agricultural insurance scheme.
The African Development Bank is also supporting the government initiative under its $10 billion agricultural insurance window. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Security is in partnership with the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to deploy 10,000 agro rangers across agricultural production sites in the country in an effort to promote food security in Nigeria. Minister of State, Agriculture and Food Security explained this while on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria. Details with Ekenemi Williams.
Africa's most populous country and one with significant agricultural potential, Nigeria faces numerous challenges in ensuring its population has access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food. Violent conflicts, including the insurgency in the northeast, armed banditry in the northwest, perennial farmer-herder conflicts in the north, central, southwest and increasingly across the country has impacted this setback, causing millions of Nigerians to be food insecure. Dr. Aliyu Sabi Abdullahi says there are ongoing initiatives to restore and sustain food production circle in Nigeria, including agricultural mechanization.
Nigeria's mechanization is 0.027 horsepower, as against 1.7, which is the African average, or 2.5, which is the global average. And to address this, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has brought on board 4 key mechanization program. The Greener Hope Agricultural Mechanization Program is 1. The Belarus Agricultural Mechanization Program is 2. The John Deere Agricultural Mechanization Program is 3. And then we have the Green Imperative, which is still in the works. We have restored back what we call the National Seed Planning System, where we sit down to identify what our production demands are, looking at the deficit or the present ratio of farmer extension, which is too high. We are also working to bring in the ICT, e-extension service. And the agro rangers were designed to provide some safety, feel for farmers across the production clusters. We've reactivated that, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is currently kitting and preparing 10,000 agro rangers, and the plan is to move up to about 30,000.
The other guest on the program commended the political will of the federal government to ensure food security and suggested additional ways to achieve visible results, such as encouraging seed generation companies and initiating a separate policy document for mechanized farming.
This administration has shown a lot of political will to be able to really extricate Nigerians from the pangs of hunger or want. But I would want to look at it as a work in progress.
We now need to make sure that it is not just about giving seeds to farmers, one-off. It's about ensuring that we equip the research institutions to produce the right early generation seed materials, We need to make sure that we build the capacity and evolve or allow the system to evolve new early generation seed companies that can multiply those EGS at the right commercial quantities.
The minister appealed to Nigerians to be patient and expect government initiatives to yield results in the nearest future. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
Still on food security, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has flagged off the harvest of 200 hectares of rice farmland at Magboro Rice Plantation in Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State. Akim Jimon reports that the farm is the brainchild of the Ogun State Economic Transformation Project, aimed at driving the economic growth and development of the state. That report will come your way in our subsequent bulletin. Prices of goods, especially food items, are reducing gradually thanks to the return of farmers to farms and the good yields of produce. Anthony Gadonu has a situation report from Okeaje Market in Ijebu ode.
To Okeaje Market, one of the popular markets in Ijebu ode, revealed the availability of some farm produce such as yam, garri, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, among others, with slight reduction in prices. Some buyers, however, said a lot is still required from both federal and state governments to alleviate the economic hardship in the country.
Maybe it's pepper that is a little bit change. Other things are very costly. Like beans, garris everything is too costly. It's not easy.
Like this one that is 1.5 now used to be around 6,000 during the last festive period. So I think it's a good price now.
Opinions of sellers are also not different from the buyers, as they narrated the difficulties they experienced in bringing goods to the market.
Shifting or transporting these goods from the north down affects the cost of the goods. If there is any other way around, I think the best solution is putting up our refinery. When we have our refinery, when we want to refine the crude oil here, it will cost us lesser. And by so doing, the resultant effect will be that there will be a drop in the price of petroleum, which will have an effect on the goods also. So everything boils down back to petroleum.
This is 3,000 naira. The one of 1.5, the one of 2,000 naira is there. So they should help us to reduce the money of the fuel. It's because of the fuel that the price is higher than this. This before is 2,500 or 2,000. But now it's more than that. It's 3,000 naira per one.
2324. 2524. 252426. The rice is coming down. Yeah.
Bag of garri now sells for 36 and 37,000 naira as against 38 and 40,000 naira, while a Congo of beans is now 3,300 as against 3,600 in the last 2 weeks. Prices of some items still remain on the high side. These traders attributed to subsidy removal and the recent fuel subsidy in some parts of the country. In Ijebu ode, Anthony Gandonu, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Ijebu ode News at 7. We'll be right back with more reports after this time out.
Ambition. My G, for our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content till it's comment after comment. And with Glow by our side,
we have more to offer.
Because the MyG bundle comes with bonuses,
giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audio Mac, and Boomplay
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select MyG bundle.
Glow Unlimited.
G. For our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content till it's comment after comment. And with Glow by our side,
we have more to offer.
Because the MyG bundle comes with bonuses
giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audio Mac, and Boomplay
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select MyG bundle.
Glow Unlimited.
You're welcome back and thanks for being there. For the unwanted narrative of fire incidents that is rearing its ugly head again in Lagos to be nipped in the bud, there is need for adequate public enlightenment on how to forestall a reoccurrence which is giving Lagosians cause for concern. Joy Popola reports that stakeholders want emergency responders to step up their game to save lives and property.
The need to step up proactive measures and emergency response has become imperative, with about 3 cases of fire incidents within a month, including a gas explosion and a warehouse engulfed by fire, which has left scores injured with property worth millions of naira destroyed.
The authorities cannot be everywhere. You know, the markets, you need to have first response. You need to teach people what to do.
Try to check the environment, the electricity, because most of the time they will say it's electrical fault.
Experts say many wait for the situation to escalate before calling the fire service, while those without training underestimate the situation, thinking it is just a small fire.
Apart from that, many usually have so many flammable materials stored in the house without fire extinguisher or any safety measure in place. Many put their gas cylinders inside the kitchen without having fire blankets or fire extinguisher in their homes to be able to do the first aid. So they escalate fire when it happens by not calling the Lagos State Fire Rescue Service.
With about 20 fire stations spread across Lagos State and a toll-free line as well as an active social media presence, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service is urging Lagosians to call for help without delay.
Any little fire, if you are not trained on how to extinguish fire, call 767 or 112. Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service hotline 08033235891.
The consensus of stakeholders is that more should be done in public enlightenment on preventive measures and emergency response. In Lagos, Joel Bukbola, NTA News.
And that ends our bulletin for tonight. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Olaomi Adeniji. Good night.
Ambition.
MyG. For our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content till it's comment after comment. And with Glow by our side,
we have more to offer.
Because the MyG bundle comes with bonuses
giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audio Mac, and Boomplay
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select MyG bundle.